Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hope everything
Yes,
is
I am
fine.
doing fine. Yes, I am doing fine. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I am based on your initial, talking on these end time series talk, the training videos that you created previously. There are a lot of interest among the people who have actually seen this one. So that's why we just thought that from those brothers who are all around the world who are actually having some questions, they can post some questions and then we can really try to get your feedback on that. One of the question is really a common question many people are asking these days, that these Burha hadith that you have talked about in one of your lecture, how this hadith has become so important, or how this has so significance in like end times Mahdi appearance kind of thing. How do you see it?
Yes, thank you, Ashik Bhai, for the question. Actually, this is one of the vital hadiths to recognize the Mahdi, especially in our time. You may hear this hadith from Mufti Kaji Ibrahim in Bangladesh. He has quoted this hadith, and out of this hadith, he has concluded that by 2019, Mahdi will be available with us. But this hadith is actually available in the Kitabul Fitan, written by Nuaym bin Hamad, rahimahullah. And in this hadith, he has said, he has written as it is, that Abi Rahmatullah alai described this hadith. And in my words, the hadith is saying something like that there will be a group of people who will take shelter in Mecca, and all of them will be killed. And later, a Burha equal time will be peace in there. And Abdul ibn Abbas was asked how long the Burha, and in one hadith he said that 33 years to 40 years, and another hadith he said it is 40 years, and this peaceful period will be there. And then there will be another one person will join, will be in taking shelter in Mecca or in Kaaba, and do not go against him because he is the Mahdi in one hadith, and another hadith he said that he is one of the soldier of the demolition or demolition soldier. So this is the hadith. Now, as we, as a Muslim, if we analyze this hadith, if we do the research in here, it is said that a group of people will take shelter in Mecca and they will be killed. If you think a little bit, there is no way no Muslim can actually take shelter in Mecca in the sense of disrupting the situation, disrupting the serenity and the peace of Kaaba or Mecca. It is not possible. But Rasulullah predicted it that there will be a time when a group of people will join there and they will be killed. And who can kill these people? There is the Muslims or the authority, since we see from the Islam or from the Muhammad Islam's, this prophecy. So if we do research, we find that in 1979 there is a group of people who has taken shelter in there, and all of them was considered or told to us that they are the alims in that time of their time. They are the tabiin, they are the talib ilm of their time. They are the da'i ilallah of their time. So these 300 to 400 people, it is impossible to come together in Kaaba to take a refuge and say that they have the Mahdi along with them. And but in reality, they have done these things. So by doing so, they actually started the hadith to take place on the first part of it, and then the Saudi rulers, they killed all of them by bringing the French force in there, and that's how the full part is covered of that hadith. So out of that hadith, we can actually look into the next 40 years or 33 to 40 years. There should be another one declaring himself Mahdi in the same place. And we have found that in 2020, after 40 years, there is a guy in the name of, there is a person in the name of Mustaq Muhammad Arman Khan, a son of Abdul Quddus. He has declared himself Mahdi on the August 16th. So, and the governments of Saudi Arabia as well as Bangladesh is looking for him. And this way, I am thinking that there is a possibility to do research on this person, whether he is a Mahdi or not. But this hadith fulfill the prophecy if this man, Mustaq Muhammad Arman, as the Mustaq Muhammad Arman Khan has claimed that he is the Mahdi. Thank you.
But just if I can just ask one thing, Maun Bhai, sorry to interrupt you. That is, you said he has claimed. I mean, there is some concern that people are saying why Mahdi should be claiming himself as Mahdi. I mean, this is something we used to know from the texts and hadiths and from the alim ulamas, that Mahdi will never say that he is actually Mahdi himself. So how
Yes,
do you
this is
see it?
actually Alim Ulama is telling that Mahdi will never claim that he is the Mahdi. And this is the speech of the Alim Ulama, but it is nothing written like this in the Hadith itself. Rather, if we look in the Hadith and if we look the ayats of Quran, we have found that every single prophet who has came to their community, they have claimed that I am the messenger of Allah. Without saying so, no of the Rasul we can find in anywhere in the Quran is mentioned. Even those prophets who is not mentioned by name, Allah has quoted their words in the Quran, saying that, like for example, in Surah Yasin, there is three prophets came to their community and they said, "We are the Rasul of Allah." On the other hand, if you look the Quran, when the Musa Islam meeting with Allah, I mean, in the fire, in the Holy Tuba, what do you call it? I mean, the place where he went, there was a fire, and from the fire, Allah is introducing Himself that I am Allah to Musa, to Prophet Musa alayhi Islam. So, meaning is, whoever Allah sent, it is his duty to tell the people that I am the Mahdi. On the other hand, or I am the Rasul, or I am the Mahdi. It has to be like that, or I am Allah. Allah is telling. So everybody is introducing him. So Allah will not make something which is like so many clumsy for the people to understand that whether he is the Rasulullah or he is the Mahdi or he is who is he. He will introduce himself. This is the Sunnah of Allah. And on the other hand, if we go for logic, then out of the 180 crore people in this world, who is this Mahdi? How the people will know? On the other hand, it is the obligation of the people to search for Mahdi and to give him the bayah through crawling of the eyes. So if I do not know, why should I, crawl from Indonesia, or why I should crawl from Bangladesh, or why I should crawl from America or Europe? So somebody has to say that I am the Mahdi, and then I will start crawling from Indonesia to meet with him. I mean, give my maximum effort to meet with him or to give the bayah to him. So if nobody is claiming, how can an Indonesia, how can an American or the European or the Arabian will, give him bayah? And his duration is only 7 years. If somebody does not claim, nobody will know. It is not easy to find out of 180 crore people only one Mahdi. So actually the truth is, Allah has made the system itself like that. In Quran and Hadith, He is teaching us that everyone who is coming from Him, they will not be disguised. They will rather be exposed and say that I am the Mahdi. If it is not exposed himself, then in that case, like for example, in the case of Isa alayhi Islam, Allah is making the Yahya alayhi Islam to introduce Isa alayhi Islam among the Bani Israelis, that he is the Masih that you are waiting for. So this is how there should be a mechanism. Allah will expose it. So instead of doing that, if I say so that in this case, for example, if we are saying that Mustaq Mahmud Arman Khan, so far what we have researched, he is the Mahdi. So it is like we are exposing these things, so somebody is listening it, and then by this way he will start then doing the research that whether he's the Mahdi or not. So somehow Allah is transmitting this message to people's ear. Whether it will be Mahdi himself will expose, then I know, then I am telling it, so like that kind of. Thank you.
Jazakallah khairan, Mamun Bhai, for your very deep understanding and explanation for our viewers. So I just want to end today's session here, but also with a comment that, of course, there are a lot of confusion, a lot of, kind of like discomfort in the heart because we are not really sure on many things. So, end of the day, if we submit ourselves towards Allah, do istikhara with Allah, and then ask Allah to guide us to the straight path. I mean, anyway, that's what we are doing in our salah every day, 5 times, that, oh Allah, show us the right path. So, inshallah, I hope that by these, all the Muslims around the globe will find out the right guidance from Allah. And definitely there will be the questions. So, we brothers from all around the globe should try to help each other. So, in that context, if there is any question from anyone, so I would really invite you guys to go into the comments of this video, ask the question, and inshallah we will try to discuss those questions here. and we'll also try to find out valuable opinions from Yusuf Mamun Bhai, inshallah. Is that all right,
Inshallah.
Mamun Bhai?
Yes, inshallah.
Jazakallah
Jazakallah
khairan.
khair for
Thank you
having
very
me.
much for your time today. It has been already 10 minutes, so let's catch up some other times, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.